Okay, we should be up and running. Back into, I think it's part 4 now of this Dark Souls run. I do apologise if I'm slightly more quiet today. Was recently running a Pathfinder game, so voice may be a bit more tired than normal. Yeah, we have to go through the rather annoying area at the swamp here. For the most part, most of the enemies here shouldn't be an issue. The biggest issue here is going to be poison, I believe. Yep. Who decided poisoning the entire area would be a good idea? I have no idea. Okay, close down. Actually, the Reagan Mask is one of my favorite item pieces. If we were going to go back to Tattered Robes, I should say the Master's Attire, that would be the headpiece I'd use for them. I think we actually made this area. Because surprisingly, it has much higher poison resist than the armor does. And yeah, then you can see our lovely form. In fact, I did say if I was going to go back to the Master's Attire, that would sacrifice a ring slot for a cosmetic item. So we're just going to go grab that quickly. That was rather undignified of me. Okay, we're here. The item we're going to get, if we can afford it, mind you, is the Untrue Ring. Yep.
Till we meet again, may the
If we equip that by sacrificing the blue stone ring, we will appear as normal. Though it is only an illusion. You get no ideas. And travel we go. Yeah, I'm fairly sure none of the fan from the PC is coming through, but it is a hot day here. Laptops generally run hotter than most other things, so I've rolled. It's not like Elden Ring. Elden Ring, if you roll through poison, it will continue to build up on you for a while. I'll try to kill them again, but that's fine. Unfortunately, building up poison resist doesn't help clear poison faster. In fact, it can take longer. It just helps deal with its original build-up. And I'm under no illusion whether or not we can get through here without getting poisoned once. We can't. It's a shot. All we can do is be careful. Take it slow. I'm not going to get hit by any of those so we can avoid it. Prism stones. What we should do is switch out this for antidotes, which we currently have none, I don't think. Slightly arming. Especially considering all the items we actually have to get. Stone armor. And we're poisoned. Oh, you got me. Hanging out, having a party in here. Seems so. Vampire. Hearing more. Ah, and dark red. Oh, delay. The 4-hit combo. And we can punish that. The other combo either hits 3 times or 4. Most of the time hits 4 though. Sage is cool. Now, if you want to farm up his set, doing it here isn't... It's a possibility. There's an area better on to do it though. I should say further on. Now these guys are annoying. Made it look easy there, but they have a grab attack, I believe, that will ruin your day. 100%. And while there is another area here, we can go up and grab the... Oh. What's it called? The Lighthouse Hall. I'm gonna call them lighthouses, even though they're called something else. We're gonna go up and grab this one first. Doing it should be easy enough. The one up here should be too difficult. And reserves. The bottom sword, spears and shields, much easier than the ones that have no weapons. Even this one. Because without that grab attack, they are much easier to deal with. One done. We'll backtrack a little bit and do the second one. I believe it should be over here. Up those stairs. Oh, one minute. And I'll say the dagger one's easier. Easiest of them all. And there's a second out of 3. This I believe is 3. And there's a bonfire across there. We could just run across and get it, but... One done. Clear. And 3. Wolf's Grass, I believe, is the item for the faction here. This for the 3rd tower. Memory serves. These 2, and then there's another one over there. grabbing the bonfire slightly disoriented, really, to be perfectly honest with you. But yes, there's a crab over in this direction. We'll go grab. That's stuff and stuff we want to get in both directions. We'll get this one first. And I noticed that the ones with no weapons are the scariest. It's the ones that are standing up. Nice. And when dealing with this crab, we just want to get past him. And if we can get arrows to hit him, like so, should be fine. If we don't accidentally die to the best. I do like how he's getting hit twice by the arrows as they come in. And that, my friends, power of friendship. And dusk. Some white branches. Kind of dusk is the main reason why we wanted to come here. It's a great item for those looking to boost sorceries. Bundle. And a soul. There's another item over here, but I don't think we have enough health / Estus left to go get it. So what we're going to have to do is come back. Once we're out of the deep mud. There we go. So yeah, you can already see it dropping down. Now to those of you who say getting the ring was spending souls before the end of the chapter, I say shut up. We haven't really got far into this area before we had, so I'm going to say we are safe on that one. Lighten that shard. Okay. This one looks like that's going to come for us. Not yet. The main reason that we wanted to come over here again is because of this. Stage scroll. Part of a NPC quest line, and honestly, good item for sorcerers. Now, I would love to get that item, whatever it is, but I'm almost certain that those 3 there will ruin us if we do. In fact, if we go closer, I believe it is... it's not dark. Oh, yeah, they had definitely hurt. Just this, listen jump, cool. Run away. Great. Yeah, don't want to mess with those. Still following us? Yeah, they kind of hold a grudge. Run away! Following? Oh, he's following the entire way. I was really holding a grudge. And reset. We won't head that way again. I've bought a lot of things for this general viewership, but I'm not gonna fight those. That's a little bit beyond me. I've skipped them in every other playthrough, and I am going to skip them again. The fact that I got the item is by far the biggest improvement. Undead Bone Shard. Now, if memory serves, that goes up to the faction area. This first. And over there is the other tower we have to deal with. Might have to deal with that one there, but to be honest, we have to come over here for the other tower anyway. Nameless Nightkeep. Kind of rare. I don't look forward to trying to fight this one. Or Yellowfinger. That's rare. Being attacked yet? No? Yes. Oh. Don't do that. So don't do that. Don't want to deal with you. I'm not even sure what these freaking skulls are. Other than, you know, death. Really don't have to deal with you. It's just feeling this one. Yeah, this is why I'd say, generally speaking, you don't want to fight these guys. You just want to run the hell away. Luckily we didn't get hit there. Good souls to give. Does give good souls though, if you can kill it in a reasonable fashion. Roughly 1700. And got lucky. Got its rare drop, I believe. I think it's rare. Stone Great Shield. Those from Dark Souls 1 should remember this. Just an old shield that has some of the highest protections in the game, but also is very heavy, I believe. Yeah, it's 18 by itself. Oh. But we're gonna die to him. We're dead, even if he doesn't hit us. Poison will get us eventually. Yep, poison's about to get us in a few seconds. There we go. Luckily, I'm fairly sure that we're near the bonfire. This is near the starting area, I believe. Yeah. Yellow finger just pops up when we're looking at inventory. We're in the wrong area. It's fine. We won't lose it just for traveling for the bonfire. I think. And yeah, they're there. Out of the poison swamp. Quickly grab these. And we'll avoid fighting that one again. about to say earlier when we got invaded that I was surprised that we were embered. Then I remembered that we actually did kill the boss in our last section, so... Even if we hadn't embered up to summon the spirits, we would have still ended up being embered after we'd murdered it. Fine flesh. Interesting pyromancy. Defense in exchange for using up your weight. Some builds, it's very good. Mine, not so much. No, stop it. Go on. There's another one. This is essentially Basilisk Corner. Beta Castless, don't be afraid of how many they're swarming and the general appearance. Most of the time you'll have enough burst defense not to be affected by it. Even if they get the drop on you. See how much it's increasing by? It's barely any. As long as you take care of them smoothly and quickly, should be fine. Yeah, I can get through these two. Can I? No. Have to go around. I think there's about 5 more left. Something along that line. And then mostly around the corner here. Here comes one. Second one there. We're gonna jump up and get us. No, gonna try and breathe. Here's the third. And oh, that seems to be all 6. And there we go. That should be all of them, I think. There could be one that gets us by surprise. Now, this chest here is normally open, so I've never seen it not open. And there's the rest of the dust set. Oh, no. No, definitely not. Nope. Can't remember how or where we went next, usually after running through there to get to the next watchtower. Because it was near here, I think. So I think it's on the opposite side where we were before. Oh, we got Dyke. Very close. And if memory serves, there wasn't really a way up from here last time we came through this area. Where do I normally go? Ah, there. Through here, I believe there's one that jumps on your head here. That's why I hate them. Yep, there is. Yep, it's that attack there that I really dislike. Okay. We should be fine though now. actually managed to get most of the items we actually want in the swamp. Not all of them, mind you. There's still at least a few shards out there, I think. There's another spell that we can get later on. But for the most part, I think that's most of what we actually had to get. Hopefully that guy over there didn't aggro. No, he's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to teleport back to the other bonfire. We left an item over here. Get that one first. Actually surprised we did. We didn't normally get all of them. What are you? I think it's a shard. We have more than enough shards for what we want at the moment. We don't need more. At least the small shards. We actually want the longer ones. Keep ruins. Yeah, we got the Undead Bone Shard, Estus Flask, the Dust Set, Scrolls of the Swamp, and of the Swamp Scroll. Braille, 3 Divine Tomes, Golden Scroll, Sage's Scroll, and we got the Great Swamp Pyromancy Tome last part, I believe. Even if we didn't, we usually come through this area to do so, so that should be fine. Don't think there's any weapons we had to get, so we should be okay. Living Stone, I believe that gets rid of the enhancement you put in a weapon if you need to. Okay, now stuck up here, aren't we? We are. There's nothing up here anyway. As for these guys, you can activate? No. We're fine. I'm not a big fan of their winged forms, so we're not going to punch them. Some basilisks there, but we don't have to worry about those ones at least. I believe. There's nothing on that stretch of land. Up here, Dark Raids are fighting the Swamp Dwellers. I'm actually going to do 2 things. First is come over here and activate this. Because I swear we can use Cyrus for Watchdog fight. I'm almost certain of it, but he hasn't spawned it for us. Spawned once, but we need to see her again to do the old talky talk. I can't remember what is next on her agenda. That's
Ashen one.
It's not just the fight on the bridge, is it? Can't remember. Maybe it is this fight. Maybe she's already able to be summoned and she just helps us. Bit iffy. Hard to say one way or the other. Truth be told, we won't actually be going for the fight just yet. There are a handful of things we still need to get. The first of those is out here. Now, it actually took me a few playthroughs to actually drop down onto this area and grab stuff. I hadn't thought about it for longer than I'd care to admit. But it gives you a few nice spells. Atonement, for example, and a Hollow Gem. And you don't actually have to run through the swamp or deal with the basilisks again. That is exactly why you have the bones. More bones. An item that I'm not sure Dark Souls 1 had an equivalent of, but it's useful. Didn't drop anything? Good. Yep, so we were dealing with this. This is one of the harder ones to do, not because it's a difficult fight, but because it is in a smaller area. That should be as easy as that. Let's keep up the pressure, dodge just one attack, and you'll be fine. Unlike the knight over there, which is probably going to be slightly more worrying. I don't think it's going to aggro on us as long as we stay up here. Even if we're moving around quickly. It's if we drop down here and we're loud. Should be fine. Now those guys are holdovers from Dark Souls 1 and it's still quite scary. You actually have to wonder how old they'd be now. Because if they were burned in the very first igniting by Gwyn, and from that same cycle, if it makes sense, then they've just been wandering this world for a very long time. So they could be like us, Ash, and they've just been brought back with the bells. So, one's twitching a little bit on the stairs there. Backstabbing it up there is, I believe, impossible. At least I haven't managed it yet. We are probably going to die to it, to be perfectly honest. I'll make you a deal though. If we can grab its greatsword, we'll switch to a greatsword build. Because as you can see, it deals a lot of damage. The odds of it dropping it, quite low. Okay, anything? You know what I mean? Quite low. We did actually grab the coal right in inventory now. Yep. It'd be sharp and poison, but still blessed and deep. Fortunately, not going to be using any of those. Crystal blessed and deep don't really help us. Deep is interesting, but not necessary at the moment. Heavy, sharp, maybe. Sharp is good actually for the katana. Bleed's also an option, but we don't have bleed as an option just yet. If we come back out here, this just drops us out the front here. Okay, we know we can kill this in one full round attack, so no need to panic. We definitely need more stamina to activate the other ring. If we hadn't got the Great Swamp Tome, it would be appearing right behind the tree at the very middle there. We would be able to see it from here, but we have, so it's all good. Actually head back and start opening the way towards the boss. Because we have completed pretty much everything else in this area at the moment. Now, if you are struggling with the dark raids outside here, there are two ways that you can do it that I've used in the past. The first is let the guards of the place take them out, or at least try to. Generally speaking, both the dark raids will generally clean up shop. If you don't intercept one of them at least, they can totally take out the guards and still be high enough health to fight afterwards. But if you intercept one of the guards, specifically that one there, which will look towards us, I believe. Okay. Come on. Dark Wraith? There we go. Come on. Then the one behind it will generally have a much harder time. But, of course, that requires us to kill this one. While still maintaining enough Estus to fight the boss. Which could actually be harder than it seems. Because that lunge is annoying. Gonna do full combo? Yep. And just like that, we get it. Dark goblets, gauntlets, and a orb. I'm not going to do much PvP during this run. Honestly, I'm not sure how active the servers are these days, and from Australia, so might not have the best connection as well. Also, why are you still alive? Why don't you come after me rather than fighting him? It doesn't matter much. Just curious. So normally they'd aggro this one over here as well. But I don't think he actually got up that far. Did he manage to kill the two up here? He didn't. He only got halfway. Light hit spears. One of them would be fine. Two of them at once can be annoying. Rotten Grue Spear. These guys are called Grues. I believe that's actually an Australian reference. Because I believe we do actually have a monster here called a Grue. Oh, here. Doing the fight with 3 Estus isn't impossible. I've certainly done it before. It's not something I'd like to do, mind you. Certainly not preferable. Now, let's see. Normally if we had access to Cyrus's sigil, it would have appeared here. I said I wasn't going to do a wiki, so I won't, but I feel certain that there's a way to have her active at the moment. And I feel like I missed a step because she's not. It should be fine, but still it is annoying to do this fight without anyone. We actually have forgotten to do 2 things. The first is to go up to the Watchdogs faction tower, and the second is to go up and kill the demon. So if we fail to kill the boss first time, right now, we're gonna go back and do those. But yeah, the Watchdogs, they've been hollowed. Have been for a long time. Oh, Abyss Watchers. No. Bad Watcher. Oh, there's 2 of them. Yeah, because what this boss needed was more enemies. Yeah, it wasn't hard enough to begin with. We had to add more bodies. And there's our help. One SS left. Ah. Could use a hand. So fast for that great sword. Ah, and he got me. Little parry dagger. It's a little unfair that he can follow it back like that, but we can't in this game. Like, come on, man. Give us those moves. But yes. Actually, I said I'd go do that, but our souls are currently sitting in the boss pit. Made me a mistake entering up early, but we're gonna make a run for it. It's like we're gonna summon anyone after all. What we're gonna do is just run around everyone. And into here. Grab these. And consume the fight. I'm kind of waiting for the third one to jump up. Yeah, it's a 4-part combo. Oh. One more hit and we're good. Oh. Oh. Nope. Okay. Thought we needed a second hit there, but seems we got it. On to phase 2. Now, personally, this phase transition right here is one of my favorites in the entire game. It kind of sets the tone of what the Lords are. Okay, he's gonna lunge us in a second. Come on. Yep. Trying to figure out when's the best moment to attack him. That. It's still gonna be staggered fairly easy. He also doesn't have the highest health in the game. So if you patient and not greedy, you should be fine. Come on, a few more. Oh. And yeah, the range of his attacks has increased though. So you gotta be careful for that. Ah! That caught me by surprise. Also, make sure you're not caught by full combo if you can. Like me. Oh, that's the second part of that. Oh, forgot he had the second part of that KJ. And there we go. First Lord slain. Now, I did say last time that I'd probably fold the swamp and the catacombs together, because the catacombs doesn't actually take that long. But, considering how we're going, and personally how I'm feeling, I think we're going to do that afterwards. Do it in the next part. So what we're going to do now is we are going to, because we've got a boss, go spend our souls, and also go back and do what I said. Go visit Watchdogs and also kill that other demon.
Been some I just dropped now. This set couldn't be. This place couldn't open.
He only has one line, really. A little bit sad that Cyrus hasn't reappeared and told us that she's willing to help us out with the two bosses.
Aha, that so.
As for which weapon to get, Wolf Knight's Greatsword or Farron Greatsword, both of them are okay. I believe Wolf Knight's Greatsword is essentially the same weapon as Artorias's from Dark Souls 1. So we're going to grab that for now. I believe there's another one you can also get from the Watchdogs, which I think is a corrupted version of it. What is the Wolf Knight's Greatsword? Let's take a look at it. There. Yeah, we don't have enough strength to use it, but it's not a bad weapon. We can only swing it once with our current stamina. Maybe the one you get from the Wolf Knights is the uncorrupted version, because this one looks broken. It's covered in muck, its hilt is shattered. Interesting. We will put the soul of the Lord on their throne.
You oft say that's how. I pity the sorry.
Yes, we did a murder. Currently how we're going to bring them back. There we are. Going to talk to you. Oh, you're facing the corner there.
I should speak. Very well, then take Nari.
1, 2, 3.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the
We will actually give it the Firekeeper soul, because holding onto that ourselves doesn't do much.
Ashen One, much like then let it fall. She will under. Forgive me, says may the. Farewell.
There we
may
go.
the
Yuria have anything to say to us at this point?
Speak the honorable. Oh, good Orbeck of Vinheim, he proclaimeth him, if left alone, fall to this matter yearly decisiveness. Orbeck of, if left fall,
till we meet.
Wants
may
to
the-
kill the spellcasting teacher, which I may end up doing later on. We're not going for a spellcasting build this time around after all.
In one piece.
You have nothing more for us? Cool.
Good mothers.
I'm tempted. You don't have to actually kill him as part of this quest line. He'll just naturally die off on his own, which will fulfill her requirement. tempted. Tempted, but... we'll pass.
Oh, you're back again. Let us begin with... Oh my. And the undead leap, thank you. I doubt it now.
Give him some scrolls, make him very happy.
It's from Ulasil. Not even the dragon school, but what with the Xanthus.
That's the spell that I was talking about before, that we might end up trying to use. Pestilent Mist just does % HP damage the longer a creature remains in it. It's not the most powerful spell in the game. We are also affected by it. But it's one that I particularly do enjoy. I think we will get it just for now.
Come again.
We have nothing more for you at the moment, do we? Yeah. And Pyromancy Flame is already +3, so we can't upgrade it.
What is it?
Okay. What we're gonna do though is go visit. Was it that I had to do? Go and grab the ashes from the watchtower. There is a connection there between those ashes and the grandmother. But really just as simple as that. Is that how I forgot? Because if that was the case, I have figuratively got egg on my face. All because I forgot to come back to this ladder. It is quite the climb though. Rather than go inside immediately, we're going to go and find the lizard. There's a lizard up here, right? Yep, cool. And then we're going to hit this. Thank you. Bonfire we forgot. We'll talk to you so we can activate the... Okay, there we go. And we only have one Wolf's Blood Soul Cast. To get the first reward, I believe we need 10. So we'll keep an eye out for more, but honestly, I wouldn't keep your hopes up. It's quite a rare item in this game. If you're not doing PvP, that is. Even then, it could still be a rare item. The people that do PvP these days are either unlucky, cheaters, or just really good. And I'm none of the three. Well, could be unlucky. And this is the Abyss Demon. Oh! I thought it was about to roar and not actually attack me. Now, we want to try and avoid him grabbing us. If we can do that, we should be fine. Let's just... Yep. See, that's what I mean by him grabbing us. Could be okay, but... you don't want that to happen too often. How do we kick him? Gonna do it again. 1, 2, there we go. If you don't have enough health to survive one grab, that is a much harder fight. If you don't have enough health to do that, then you should be fine. he has the same moveset except for, I think, the breath where he throws stones as the Abyss Demon, so you should be fine. Okay. Now, how many of you have not found this area? I assume most of you have. Or at least seen it on a guide. There are several crystal lizards in this area, though. Yeah, that should be enough to level up the Pyromancy Flame at least. Lightning Spear. Fairly solid miracle. It's the Dragon Crest Shield, though, that you really want. It's by far the better item out of this area. Heavy gem. Okay, there's not really much reason to go down and fight all those. We already have all the items. And they're not going to follow us, I think. So it should be good just to drop down here. And go back to the bonfire. We'll just check out what the Stray Demon Soul gives us. And then head to the catacombs. And I'm going to say with that, the swamp is actually officially done. What we actually also have to do while we're in Firelink is burn the Undead Bone Shard. I think we had one of those there. Yep. Just one. Come over here to the Estus man and get him to help us out a little bit.
Ah, just what needs me.
Of course. Give the coals.
Oh, use a fucking outrage. Wow,
And infuse our weapon. Infuse our weapon, this one, with sharp wood help. It lowers damage but increases scaling. So you can see the raw damage of 161 goes down to 150, a loss of 11. The scaling, the number next to it from stats, goes up by 31, so a much higher amount from Dex. Just trying to think of whether it would be a good idea to actually do it. Because that would make that one 131. Raw would make 199. As you can see, not as good, but still a solid number. Crystal removes the dex, or I should say lowers dex scaling, gives us intelligence. Our intelligence isn't great, but it would, in fact, give us a decent amount of damage. For a total of 200 and... I want to say... Math hard. 32 plus 208. 2 would make that 10 plus 30, 140. 140 total, but split between physical and magic, and things can resist magic damage more than physical, or vice versa. Poison generally isn't useful. So there are some strategies that use poison, generally not great for bosses. Want toxic if you can. Deep. Same as raw in a lot of ways, but adds dark damage. Now Blessed is interesting for the catacombs. If we were doing a faith build, we 100% would use the Blessed because it would stop the skeletons from coming back. And you can hear my dog barking. Bop, bop. Fire is also tempting, the same reason as the other ones. Because we're doing Pyromancy, I kind of want to go fire, but without any scaling, it kind of annoys me a little bit. So I think we are actually going to go sharp. I can't remember any other good katanas better than Uchiha. Because Uchi katana is one of the longer ones, I think. Every other katana we get in the future, I think, except for the washing pole, is shorter. And we won't get a better katana add sharp onto until we get the boss soul one from the DLC, and even that one can't actually be enhanced with sharp. It's just natively better by itself. So we are actually going to put sharp on there. And we can't actually reinforce you yet because we need 2 more large Titanite shards. With those, we should be good to come back here. Let's refresh. Oh. Cyrus is still not here. Yeah. Actually, there is one thing we can do. Just to see if we can get them to spawn.
Ow! Ashen, what this? Where didst thou happen? Oh yes, I see. Clinging to lofted. It must come from. Wouldst thou?
She is not happy about that, Ash. She accepts the truth of it, but doesn't like the story, the beginning or the end. What we're gonna do is, amusingly, travel back to Firelink and see if we can get it to spawn. It's a very small chance. That's what I'm so annoyed. That's the one thing we forgot to do.
Hello again. I have since heard a great deal about you. For one, that you are most... I too am... I hear that if I can be blessing of the... If you should acquire blessing...
That's what we forgot. We could have had her help in both the Deacons of the Deep and the Baron Watchers fight. We just forgot that one little step. My god. And we'll go up here, double check what that one soul can be made into. Honestly, it's probably not going to be a lot. I think it's just the axe and the fists. No, it's the boulder heave. Out of a stray demon of stifled flame. Through a boulder from one's mouth. The boulder is heavy but shatters easily. Honestly, I'm not going to use it. It's a pyromancy, it is nice, but it's not what I'd like from a pyromancy, which is generally a large explosion. So we're going to use this one up. Solid 20,000. We actually need a little bit more to get 2 levels, so we'll use one of these as well.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then taken.
We'll increase this by 1. And this by 1.
Farewell, Ashen, may the
And while we do have 1,400 souls left, we can't really do anything with them. There are no weapons we need. We could actually buy an ember. I think. Hidden Blessing. Don't really need those. Titanite Shard, need the larger ones so it doesn't help us out. We'll grab this, just in case, but honestly we probably won't use it. We have 920 left. We'll grab Sorcerer's Staff just in case, but... and the Torch. As you've seen it, we kind of missed that already. Honestly. Yeah, that should be it. Let's travel back to the Abyss Watchers. And even though we're still mid-loading screen, we'll probably call this part here. If you managed to stick on this far, then thank you. You also have my undying adoration. But yeah, this is going well so far. As I said earlier, I don't think we're going to hit any troublesome not issues, but areas until we hit the DLC. DLC 1 we should be okay-ish with. DLC 2, though, that's going to throw me for a loop. For now, I'll say goodbye, and thank you for watching.